friends, welcome back to Sizzle Kitchen. Today it's going to be one other new dish and it's going to be Singapore noodles. Here I have all the fresh vegetables and also the boiled noodles. This is the noodles that I use to make the dish. This is the rice noodles, and to the pan here I have added 3 tablespoons of oil, and I chopped 3 pods of garlic to small pieces, and I just added that to the oil. We can use butter here as well, and here is crushed red peppers. I want this garlic to get nice and brown, so it lets all the flavors of garlic in the oil. So to that I'm adding the crushed peppers. This is basically the base for any kind of the Asian fusion cooking. And now I'm adding half chopped onions to this. I dice the onions bigger, so they don't cook very well. I want them nice and crunchy, so I just dice them bigger. And to that I'm adding half tomato. I dice them bigger as well. It's not very small pieces. That's half onion and half tomatoes. And here goes little more onion from the chopping board. I had little more onion left in the chopping board. I just added that to the pan. And now the vegetables. Here I have Brussels sprouts. Instead of cabbage, I use the Brussels sprouts which I had at home. Also the celery sticks. So I want to add the vegetables one after other, so they don't get, they really don't cook. I just want them crunchy, as I mentioned. Here goes the bell peppers. So in this place we can use any kind of vegetable that we have, like carrots, beans, peas, or corn. But these are my choice of vegetables. I had them at home, and they go very well with this kind of dishes. And here goes the mushrooms. My children like mushrooms, so I added them. If you want to omit them, you can sure omit it. So here it is, and I'm going to just saute it for a second. And now to this I'm going to add salt. Add very less salt because the rice noodles is boiled with the salt also, and also the sauces that we use will have salt to them. And here goes little bit of cumin powder. That is about half a tablespoon of cumin powder to the vegetables. And there goes 1 tablespoon of Madras curry powder. This powder is available in all Indian markets. And there goes a pinch of turmeric powder. Let's mix it together so that all the raw smell of the spices, let it go away. And keep the flame high so the vegetables don't get mushy. It'll still have the crunch when the heat is high. So now to that I added the boiled rice noodles that I had. So I think this pan is smaller for this amount of vegetable and noodles. Let's mix it well. And here I changed the pan because that pan was quite small for this noodles and the vegetables. Let's give it a good mix so everything gets mixed well. And now to this I'm adding the sauces that we want. This is the tamari sauce which I used in place of soy sauce. This is the gluten-free version of the soy sauce. And there goes the brown sugar. It enhances the flavor of the dish, so I added a little bit of that. And there goes the sriracha sauce or the red chili sauce. And mix them well. So you can use the soy sauce, the regular soy sauce. This is because I want to use the gluten-free version of it, so I'm using that. And this is the basil leaves from my garden. This basil leaves, it's Thai basil. It's not the regular basil leaves which we use for Italian cooking. This is the one which we use in Asian cooking. It is a total game changer. It just changes the way the noodles taste. And here goes the black pepper on top of our noodles. If you have white pepper, you can use it. So let's mix it well. And now to the pan. So the dish is done as such. We can serve it as it is. I wanted to add some protein, extra protein to that. Here I'm adding 3 eggs to the pan with a little bit of oil. I'm just going to scramble the eggs and add it to the dish. But you need not have to do that. We can serve it as it is. And or if you want to add chicken to this, you can just marinate a little bit of chicken and fry it like this on the side and just add it to the dish. Or even shrimps. Here I'm adding eggs. I just added a little bit of pepper powder, and also this is the leftover basil leaves from that. I can just scramble it with the egg and just jump it into the noodles, so that way I don't waste it. So I'm just scrambling it. Oh, there it goes. And now chop it nicely. Let us make it into small pieces. And now I'll add it to the noodles. Mix them well. This is a really yummy dish. So there it is. So our noodles is ready now. What I did was I made it for dinner and I planned it for my daughter's lunchbox for the next day. So this recipe does take some time because of the cutting and boiling the vegetables and all that. And here I'm taking it in the bowl, serving bowl. So we can plan it that way, or we can cook the vegetables, cut the vegetables, cook them, and boil the noodles and keep it aside and mix them before we send them to school also. But always I plan it this way. So we have it for dinner and it goes for her lunch as well. So here I'm packing the lunch box for tomorrow. There is the noodles, and so my daughter does like it. So she likes to have it with Maggi sauce. I'll also pack a little bit of Maggi sauce with this lunch box. Here it is. And then I always try to use the seasonal fruits, and mangoes are almost out of season. If you get good mangoes, do make use of them before they go out of season now for this year. And here goes it, and that's my favorite fruit also. And there are mangoes now. And today I would also like to add some nuts with this. Maybe I'll add some cashews along with the lunch for today. And this is a lunch box. Give it a try at home. Hopefully your kids will also like it. I'll see you all again with a new recipe.